Hello there, this is Coquino Pokemeso saying welcome back and on with the show. So, what we're going to do now is, by walking up to the door, we are going to walk into the Hero's Tale Inn. I love these old musics. Welcome, welcome, traveler, to the Hero's Tale Inn. I am Shameen, at your service. May you find what you seek here. Okay. So tell me about you. I am Shameen, mate of Shema, innkeeper of the town of Spielberg. Tell me, okay. Tell me about your mate. Shema is my mate and the light of my life. If you sit down, she will be happy to serve you. Well, this is a hotel, so let's ask about a room. This room, very soft beds. Finest in town, only 5 silvers a night. Let's get about... what kind of food? Very good food. Ah, very good drink. Finest in town. Yes, you're repeating yourself. They tend to do that in this game. So, what do you think of the town? Terribly. Although in this valley I now have friends, I miss my homeland terribly. Homeland? We live far to the south, in the desert lands. Someday we may return there. Tell me about your people. We Kata are a race of desert dwellers, wanderers of the endless sands. Okay. Okay, let's see. Tell me about the brigands. I know little about them, except that they must be very wealthy by now. Really? That's all you have to say? Tell me about the caravan. You know, the one that was robbed? I hope to return to my homeland with the profits of Abdullah, Shema, and I made from the caravan. Now, I fear that we will remain here unless someone defeats the brigands and returns our stolen treasure. Yeah, dude, that will be me. Ask about. Oh, yeah, who is this Abdullah dude? My friend Abdullah is recovering from his robbery last week. He should be here around supper time. Okay. Let's take a look around. The warmth of the fire feels good on such a chilly day. The proprietor of the inn appears to think so too. Cats always seem to gravitate to the warmth of the hearth. You see a small cat-like creature known as a Kata. You've heard of the Katas are common in the southern deserts. Collection of designer plates loaned to the Hero's Tale Inn by Mary Meister. The odor of cooking food wafts through the kitchen door. This table must be made for some tall folk, perhaps goons, ogres, and centaurs. That's an interesting point. In a game like this, fantasy world, you have to be able to accommodate All sorts of sizes and shapes of people. Ooh, nice rug. This is a pixel. This is only a pixel. If this had been a real picture element, you would have seen a real message. Okay, so you have nothing to tell me about the carpet. The table looks like they have been rough cut from some of the local pines. Yes, definitely. Smells like pine. A door to some other room. Yeah, well, that's what most doors do. Perhaps the proprietor can tell you more of what's in there. Maybe, but later. Let's go. Walk off the screen and load up the next area. Is that an eyeball? I'm being tracked by an eyeball. There's no getting around it. A shop with an eye on you makes you nervous. It would seem that the strangely decorated building is involved with the magical trade. Ooh, it's not just an eyeball, it's a flaming eyeball. She's deeply asleep in her rocker. Of all the places to click, you had to click this one? What? I was looking at the window. Looks like a nice, neat home. There is a grandmotherly old lady rocking on the front. Yeah, thank you. I already looked at her. Yes, you have found a clearly hidden representation of the starship you know who. Uh-huh. Okay. Not only does this building look weird, but it feels weird when you go near it. Ah, the door, it just disappeared. Do, do, do. A pentagram, used in incantations to conjure spirits. Replacement part for magical facelift. Paraphernalia and apparatus. Magical junk and magical garbage. Crystal balls. Useful only to those initiating the ways of witches. Books dealing with sorcery, necromancy, and other occult subjects. Tinsel and chaff. Very good for avoiding radar. Bottles of mephitic potions. Dried up manta ray. Manta ray jerky. Accoutrements and equipment. Books dealing with sorcery, necromancy, and other occult subjects. More. And more. Odds and ends. Ends and odds? Ends and odds. Saw that one coming. It's a frog. Wow. That's an ugly frog. Tinsel and chaff, very good for avoiding radar. You have a lot of that. Impressive design, but merely decorative. Darned if I know. Toaster oven, very rarely used. Electricity hasn't been invented yet. Yep, no fourth wall. It's just not there. Things and stuff. A hooded robe when it's rain in here. It rains in here? Mr. and Mrs. Pixel. You have reached the residence of Mr. and Mr. Pixel. We are unable to come to the screen right now, but if you leave your game and character at the sound of the beep. No, it's time to move. Darned if I know. Can I fight? Darned if I know. Huh? What's happening? did you come from? I am Zara, and my companion is Domino. Domino. Ah, so darned if I know has a name. The items in this shop are designed for those skilled in the use of magic. That's not me. We have little. We have very little for the ones such as you who have not been initiated. How do you know I haven't been initiated? But what we have could prove useful. Okay. Okay. Tell me about yourself. I am both human and fairy folk. I draw my power from both. Fairy folk. We never see these guys again in the game. Too bad, they sound like an interesting character. They're probably not much different than elves that you find in every other fantasy game. Tell me about Damano. Domino is my familiar and my companion. We share our lives and our magic. Okay. Tell me about familiar. Domino is my familiar and my companion. We share our lives and thank you. What I have heard is that originally in this game, wizards were supposed to get a familiar, though that was cut out for budgetary purposes. Oh well. Still a great game without it. Okay. Ask about magic. There is much magic in this world, and those who know how to use it. There is magic in this little town, and a good deal of magic in this valley. What I sell here are merely tools to help those who have power. You may purchase restorative potions and scrolls from which you may learn spells if you have the potential. I don't, but potions are good. Ask about potions. We have healing, vigor, and power. Ask about healing potion. The healing potion will cost 50 silver. It is made by the healer outside of town. Then maybe I should talk to her. I might get a better deal out there. Skip out. Vigor potion. Vigor potions restore your stamina after you have exerted yourself. They cost 25 silver. Ask about mana. Power resistance. The power potion restores your magic energy and costs 75 silver. Ask about scroll. Okay, that'll have to come in a later video. This is Coquino Pucamesa saying, please stay tuned. We'll be right back.